Kelsey McNeil and Amanda Overbay. Education 536, Advanced Language Concepts, Response to Literature. We are going to tell you about the life of Pocahontas, the role she played with the settlement of Jamestown, and the similarities and differences between her real life and the Disney movie Pocahontas.
Have any of y'all ever heard of the name Pocahontas before?
Yes.
Where have you heard it from?
Disney.
Have you heard it from the Disney movie?
I have.
Well, as a kid, Pocahontas is one of my favorite Disney movies. I really enjoyed watching it, but there are a lot of things in this movie that aren't necessarily true. So today I'm going to tell you the true story of Pocahontas and what actually happened, not what the movie says or what's been told down from generation to generation. There are some actual facts that we need to know. So Amanda's going to tell us our beginning part.
Pocahontas was not her real name, but was a nickname, which meant playful one. Pocahontas' real name was Amati, but she also had the more private name Matoaka. She was born about 1596 in Werowocomoco, Virginia, but the exact location is still unknown. She was the daughter of Algonquin Chief Powhatan Wellhunsinickel. She was also her father's favorite daughter. Her mother was Nanamo Winneski Matatisk.
Okay, so that's a little bit about her parents and where she's from. But where Pocahontas lives on a map, we have this map of the world, and right here on the shore of the United States in North America is Virginia. And Pocahontas lived in a little town that was close to Virginia. That's where her tribe lived. So we have English settlers who came all the way from England into Virginia at a place called Jamestown, and you can look at this map to get a closer picture. But they came to Jamestown and they came looking for gold and land. So why do you think these people wanted gold and land?
To be rich.
To be rich. So if you are looking for gold and you're looking for new land, you want money, you want power. So that these new English settlers came to Jamestown looking for gold and land. And one day, and an English settler, his name was John Smith. He came over from England and he was looking for gold and land near Jamestown in Virginia. He was looking for his gold, and the Powhatan Native Americans, remember that was Pocahontas' tribe, they found him and they captured him. So this next part, it's iffy with the Disney movie or not, but John Smith was captured, and it was believed that Pocahontas saved him from his captivity. So she told the Powhatan chief to let him be free. And in the Disney movie, it is seen that Pocahontas and John Smith get married, but that's not really true. So, Pocahontas was about 10 years old when this happened. And so after this, she was very helpful, and she wanted to help the English settlers of Jamestown. So she visited them often, and she helped them grow food, she helped them learn the land, and she just wanted to be helpful to them in general. So why do you think she wanted to be helpful?
To be nice.
She wanted to be nice. She wanted to show them that the Native Americans and English settlers could get along. But one day, Pocahontas was captured by the English settlers. The Powhatans had captured some of the English settlers and kept them in prison, so now the English settlers were doing it back, kind of like to trade them. So the English settlers captured Pocahontas when she was about 12 years old, and she was in prison for about a year. So she was in prison, and then this man named John Rolfe saw her, and he decided that he was interested in her, and he wanted her to be out of prison, and he wanted to marry her. So Pocahontas was let out of prison, she was baptized, and she became a Christian, and she married John Rolfe, and her new name was Rebecca, but we're still going to call her Pocahontas. So they were married in 1614 in Virginia, and it was the first marriage between a Native American person and an English settler. So it was a big deal, and it was kind of like a propaganda or an advertisement for the New World. The Native American people and the English settlers could get along. So together they had a son named Thomas, and then they traveled back. Remember, they traveled back to England, and they were kind of like advertising for the New World, saying that the English settlers should come over and invest in the New World, build more colonies, and they would get along with the Native Americans.
She died in March of 1617 in England at the age of 21 due to an illness. However, the exact illness is still unknown. Some possible theories are pneumonia or tuberculosis. Some sources have stated possible poisoning. She was buried at St. George's Church on March 21st, 1617.
Either way, she died at 21 years old while she was still in England with her family. So Pocahontas didn't really live as long as she would have liked, obviously, but she did make an impact on the Native American world, on the English settlers, and she really was a symbol of peace between the two people. So even today you still see Pocahontas and how she was an influence to others. She was very strong, she was very helpful, but she is seen as a good symbol for us all.